What's up, guys? It's Black Boss 91 coming to you with Attack on Titan manga commentary, aka Shingeki no Kyojin, chapter 62, and the title of this chapter is called Sin. Now, we finally get to find out what happened to Eden's father. Now, there's been a lot of speculation as far as what happened to his father, based on the recent information that we've gotten from previous chapters, as far as what are the Titans, what are their origin, and how did they become back to human, or vice versa, whatever it is. We find out, we already know that the Titans, Erwin has said that it's possible that they are pretty much human, that were transformed into Titans, and the only way for them to come back is to eat a Titan shifter. Now, we see in this chapter around the end, Historia and her father had touched Eden's back, and she was showing the memories and some of the things, basically both of their memories from Historia's perspective and Rod's perspective, and also jogging back his memory, because the place he was in it looks like a crystallized cavern, kind of the same material that Annie made on her body. The place is kind of like has a faint glowing light to it, but it jogs their memory up to what happened, because he's realizing, this place looks familiar, and he thinks back to the time when his father injected him with the serum to transform him into a Titan, and the Titan form that Eden went into doesn't look nearly as the same as the Titan form that he's in now, but it kind of looks like him, but like a doofus Titan looking creature form. And we see that like the Titan chomps down on something, there's blood everywhere, and we see Eden come back, and he's like away from the huge skeletal body of the Titan that's smoking. We see like an arm next to him. He holding a glass. He's like, father, and we see like the father's body, like his upper torso's gone, and like he has one arm left. So it's like the lower body and one arm, I believe the right arm left. So he ate his father, which his father was a Titan shifter, but he has a key. Now he still has to go down to the basement back in his home area to find out all these different information, because there's still some things that Aaron's father wanted him to know about, because I believe he had told him, you find out everything you need to know in the basement. Here's the key, and forgive me, son. And that was the father's sin. The fact that, oh my God, I wasn't fully sure if it was accurate, because people have been speculating that, what if Eren's father is a Titan shifter, what if he's the ape, all this kind of stuff, because Eren, he became, if Titans are human, and in order for them to transform back into humans, they have to eat a Titan shifter. And same thing what happened to Ymir. She was traveling for a long time until she came across Bertold and Reiner and ate their friend. That's how she transformed back into a human. But it was just crazy, just to see that fact, and oh man, like that's a fucked up life. You watch your own mother die and you kill your own father. And he knew what had to be done. He knew. It's just crazy to see how it goes. So a lot of things that I'm thinking about as far as as far as a guy that wanted to probably save humanity, created a serum to kind of preserve them for a long time, but people thought it was chaotic and an abomination and crazy, so I guess he planned this, put it in people's water. This was like leaked information that this was Hajime Isayama's the storyline, or like the plot, like the secrets behind Attack on Titan. So it's looking like that. It's seeming to look, as far as those informations are starting to become more valid. But and so we have that, and then we go into the early part of the chapter where Erwin is like questioning what he's done, whether or not, if more so like the way he's questioning his actions, pretty much, oh well, the monarchy, maybe we just left them, they probably would have did better than us and stuff like that, saving humanity, even sacrificing half of humanity would probably still save them, even though they were just scum and despicable, they probably would do a better job than us, because the people followed this monarchy for a long time, so they that's all they knew. But having to do things on their own, or choose their own path, is kind of, a little bit more scary. But the guy that was with him, Zachary, he basically was like, he hated those guys. He despised them. And whether or not Erwin was going to plant a coup, he was going to do it anyway. And he's different from Pixis. That's the thing. I thought Pixis and them see eye to eye on. Well, they probably do see eye to eye on certain things, but he's like, I'm not like Pixis. Like, I'll just throw up my white flag so easily. I'm gonna go in for the long haul, because he has been loyal to them for a very long time, but he despised them. He didn't like their ways. He didn't like how they treat people or how they act. So he was glad that they did it. And he could care less about humanity, because humanity, they're flimsy. Like, things happen, people are like, oh my god, what's going on? Even like the rich, there's somewhat the reality is sinking into them, but they don't want to accept it. Like, who's going to believe all that? They overthrow the monarchy. Yeah, right. They're all for their own interests. And, people probably will slowly start fighting here and there, going and stuff. People are scared. They don't know what to do. They need someone to look up to follow. So someone that's going to tell them everything's going to be all right. We're going to protect you. But, so that kind of stuff. Erwin, he was, he was doubtful and just thinking about whether it's right or wrong, but he knows that he doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to sacrifice his friend's life. He's only doing this to save humanity against the Titans, because the Titans are the biggest threat. The reason why people are fighting and are going into chaos so much is because they're all scared, and Erwin is scared too. Everyone's scared, but they're trying to fight for humanity so that they won't have to be scared anymore. And he has a dream. That's the one thing that I think, Aaron, that drives any man. If you have a dream in you, you want to live that out. You want to make that happen. You want to see how that's going to go and stuff. So you'll do anything to achieve your dream. So pretty much those are my thoughts on the chapter. I know Hanji, she did her thing. Everyone is going up together. They're trying to save Eden. Like, okay, let's go back to chapel. She has she had came to an analysis as far as the chapel, how it was broken down. The Reeves family got slaughtered. The bandits came in and killed all the family, but she's like, no normal bandits would just do that. They would just go in there, take what they want, and then leave. Maybe some might kill a few who are there, but the bandits' main focus is to rob, get things, and go. But there's a bigger scheme to this, and we got a little information about Historia's older sister. I believe this is Historia's older sister, because the girl with black hair is probably the same girl that Eden saw in his vision, and she's like, basically everyone loves her. She has a great character, but back to the chapel, they were like a religious family, and when the wall struck, they prayed, and that same night they were killed off. So what happened? How do you believe that there was a Titan involvement? And going back to around the end of the chapter, we get to see what happened, a glimmer of what happened. Historia shows them. We see like a Historia version of for Titan, seeing her like grab her siblings and stuff like that, and also looks like she's eating them. So that's probably what happened, as far as like Historia probably played a hand in killing her family. Maybe not of her own choosing, but just because as the Titan power, like it took over, and she probably destroyed the place from the inside out, because when she became a Titan, it was just huge. So we're getting slowly into we learn about the bandits that came, or the anti-human suppressors that came to they killed Historia's mother, the servant mother, because the Rod Reeves, he had a illegitimate child through this woman. Then she had died, and I guess that's the reason why she regretted having that child. Man, I wish I had killed you that day, because she probably already knew, being part of the royal family and being part of this, nothing good could come from it. So we get a lot of things from this chapter and stuff like that. So I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next after that. But after this chapter, a lot of things, a lot of crazy things. But they're on their way to save Eden. The whole gang, they're trying to go there. Eden might be sacrificed to the Ape Titan or someone. We don't know. We're still not sure yet, but we gotta wait and find out, because right now it's not looking good for Eden. And another thing, Eren, he doesn't know how much time has passed, and the way his story is acting, he's wondering what did this man tell her, because he remembers the last time he had saw him was when he hugged Historia and she was upset with him, but she had told him a lot of things. So he doesn't know what this man had told her to make her like this. Like, she seems like easily, oh no, it's okay, my dad explains stuff, it's okay, don't worry, don't make no, everything's good. So we don't know what the father told her. He probably explained some things to make everything much better, and she understands the picture. But we still don't know what that picture is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the chapters ahead. And the thing about Attack on Titan, yes, I know a lot of people complain that, like, we want Titans, blah, 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 blah. We have to get down to the meat of the subject, and the meat is with the humans. The humans created this, and we have to get down to that nitty gritty. And I do want to see Attack on Titan craziness, and the fall of Titans, Armageddon of Titans, everything destroying. But we'll get that in future chapters. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this chapter. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You can go to my Facebook fan page in the comment section, in the description box below. Rate this video if you liked it. And this is Black Boss 91 signing out.